The next one that we go into is service. So this is sort of what Jace is saying now, like moving into what you actually do on a daily basis with your clients. What do you actually offer?
What's what they get?
What's the product? What are you selling?
What's the client get?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So model is from your end. How does the business look from you?
How's it going to run? How the business going to run?
Service is, what does the client
get?
So my service would still work without me physically being in the gym. Like that one a lot, because that ties into everything we just spoke about. It's like, is it so systemized that you're just another cog in the wheel? You're not the wheel.
Yeah, whichever most trainers are, they're the service. Yeah. They're the value add.
Yeah, it's the time with you that you're selling. That's the only thing.
Yeah, which you can't remove.
Yeah, which I think last episode, and we've got another one like how to be. I think there's two that are similar titles, like go beyond being just a session trainer. We go into this real deep, so if you want to go listen to that, do so. But yeah, you shouldn't be the only reason someone's coaching with you.
Yeah,
you should have a service that totals that, and then the service, for example. Does your service, include mindset materials?
Mentality materials.
So, why we've listed these is because these are the things that will be required to get an outcome with a client. And you should have them as resources because you don't want to have to repeat yourself every single time you put on a client. Or every single time that client has the same question every 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You need resources to be able to defer them to. So your service includes mindset materials, movement assessment, programming, nutritional guidance, and lifestyle management. That is how you stop come in, train for 30 minutes, sit 45 minutes, and go home, and that's it.
Yeah.
Got to have all those things in place.
Yeah. So that's serving the client.
Yeah.
More than just the 30 minutes you're with them. You're actually serving them at all times they're working with you.
Yeah.
That's when you move to like this, quote unquote, like membership.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Sharing the same brain today.
So one of the things that our students always you can see the light come back on behind their eyes. It's like, we sell memberships. We don't sell sessions.
Yeah.
So you get membership to a service, and that service includes all of those things. And a small part of that is face-to-face time with me.
Yeah.
If you can get into that position and you actually feel like that's what you're doing, you probably have a business.
Yeah.
Not a job.
Yeah, same with online coaching. It's like, people aren't buying your check-in.
Yeah.
So don't sell it like that.
Yeah.
It's a service.
Not selling features.
Yeah, it's a membership that, facilitates an outcome for a person that you want to work with.
Yeah.
And part of that is you look over their progress and communicate with them.
Yeah. Yeah, little sneaky. We have a workshop coming up with an app developer. We're going to be collabing with Strength Culture.
Ooh.
I won't release any times or dates or any confirmation, but it's coming.
Clear the diary for the next 3 months,
ready.
just in case.
Sometime in February on a Saturday.
Yeah.
But my role of that workshop day is going to be, because what's going to happen, right? I won't say his name. We'll release it all when the app developer is going to come in and he's going to go, this is the app.
Yeah.
And all the trainers
get excited.
That are there are going to be super turned on and be like, oh, this is the best.
Yeah.
And then they're going to go tell all their clients about how they can manipulate weekly variables in their programming and measure their strength metrics as in accordance to their intensity, and they can plot this on a graph, and they can do this and they can do that, and their clients aren't going to give a fuck. So my job on the day is to identify how we can show how this part of the service would solve client problems.
Yeah.
How we, like, one of my favorites thing about the app now is the readiness rate. It's such a nice way of looking at where
those
you're
KPIs.
at every single day. How's your sleep?
Yeah.
How's your mood? How's your recovery? How's your soreness? Like, bang, there it is. Like, cool, you felt like fucking shit on this day.
Yeah, and you trained like shit.
And if I can progressively see that number going down, something's fucking wrong.
Yeah.
If it's up and down, cool, maybe we need to talk about how to get it more consistent. If it's constantly up, fuck it, you get more volume. So I think that's really valuable. We need to be able to go to the client and say, like, cool, so you said, like, you go balls to the wall for 3 weeks and then you stop training for 2.
Yeah.
Now
Session RP is too high. bring it down.
Correct. And then I'm looking at this data in my head going, cool, I can see 9s. Of course you're fucked.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is manage your lifestyle and recovery and keep track of that over time and make sure you're actually working within what's going to allow you to make progress over 6 months, not 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And that solves a client problem. And they're happy with that.
Yeah.
A little bit off topic, but anyway. No, it's not, because the next fucking point is my service has been set up around solving the problems of my ideal client.
Perfect. So rewind a minute and a half and re-listen.
Just do that. It's almost like we talk about this a lot.
Yeah.
And that covers the service. So obviously within the course we go a little bit deeper into the specifics. We talk about what we do, why we do the things that we do, and then other options that you might want to think about based on who you're working with. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's a really important point, is like develop a service to the people that you work with. Because there's a lot of people that develop services and then their clients, they get frustrated. It's like, oh, my client's not doing this and they're not doing this and they're not doing that. It's like, okay, so you either have it's set up really poorly so no one knows what to do, or you've created a service for the wrong person.
Yeah.
And if you create a service for the wrong person, it's clunky and there's friction and that, it's just like, how much longer is that person going to sustain that service and trade finances for an outcome?
Yeah.
It's like probably not that long.
Yeah. And that's like, you need to think about that. Like, what's the likelihood your health club Gen Pop client is going to put in their macros every day, they track their body weight every day, do measurements once a week? Like, all of these things are probably not going to be done.
Yeah.
So when you're designing a service, we just talked about like our readiness scale. It's like it's on the front page. There's like every time you open your calendar to train.
5 metrics. It's awesome.
Yeah. And then depending on the person that I'm working with, my competitors that are in prep, like, hey, I probably need you to do it as close to every day as you can.
Yeah.
Like, open the app every day.
Yeah, at least every day you train.
Do your body weight and then enter your readiness scale.
Yeah.
The other people who are like, just have lifestyle goals, let's call it.
Yeah.
When you train, fill this out before you train.
Yeah.
Make sure you put your session up here and so I know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the competitor, I need to know how they feel the day after their heavy deadlift day.
Yeah.
Not just before it.
Yeah, yeah.
If they have a day off, I still need to know how fucked they
what's
are,
going on.
basically.
Yeah.
So I need that level of detail, and the person who's competing is willing to do it.
Yeah.
The person who's not, what's the point? There's no value in that for them. It's like they want to go to the gym, open the app when they get to the gym, and do the thing.
Agreed.
So it's like, cool, a few times a week, weigh yourself, put your average nutrition, put your average steps once a week. We're Gucci.
We're done.
Move on with your life. Whereas everyone else is like, the people that, again, with competitors, I've got them syncing MyFitnessPal so that I can see every day. I'm like, your averages look okay, but what the fuck's this? You had 50 grams of protein here. Like, that's going to fuck you up. That level of detail matters to them.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter to most people. And like you were saying, you get frustrated with the behavior of your client because you've built this sexy, awesome, gives you a hard-on service. Your clients don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're not working with the people that value it.
Yeah. So you either need to change the next part, which is attracting the clients and selling, and get the right people who fit that model, or adjust your service, or do what we do, which is have the ability to swing. Keys in the bowl. Swing the complexity of that whole process based on who you work with.
Yeah.
Like, your bodybuilding clients are going to be even more in depth probably than my powerlifting clients in terms of management.
Yeah.
You need to see photos every week.
Yeah.
And then close-up probably every day.
Every couple of days, yeah.
So that, again, it's like we've got this maximum effort over here, or maximum input.
Yeah.
And then that works down to, I know you've got clients who don't even track and just do their training.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's fine.
Follow the base diet.
It's fine.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Cool. That is